All right. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night and good morning. Wherever you are, wherever you're watching. Yeah. Let's hope it's good. Decided since Bird wasn't going to be on today, I'd go ahead and stream. Because why not? And Brother Pray 5 was first in chat with no bed life today. Glad Cap is going live. Thank you, Bird. 47 Yorktown said bonjour from Eastern Canada. The last Olympians. Hey, Brother Pray 5. I Love Food says good afternoon, firm handshakes. Games, movies, and comics are us. One of the best channels out there. By the way, let me check something real quick. Why the hell? That's what I thought. You should automatically. Something happened. You're now a moderator again, Games. I don't know what's going on, GMC. Anyhow. And Dragon Master 360 says, hey, Dragon Master 360. And the last Olympian says, hey, Captain Trek. GMC says, liked and shared. So I guess this is for me since culture is busy. I like it. Well, yeah, culture is busy. I'm not sure why. Wishing he could come on. Watching Voyager right now. Do you like that series? Yes, I do, actually. And you're quite welcome, Last Olympian. I knew I'd subscribe to you, but I Love Food says this is the best channel out there. You're funny. You're funny. Just saying the best channel out there, that's just... Oh, Lord. The funny thing is, it doesn't show up as well on the StreamYard side. I had to actually look at the YouTube side to see what the heck that was. Because it doesn't exactly look like a wrench on this side. It looks more like a bone. Like you stuck a bone in there. It's like, okay. And yeah, Culture's spending some time in San Antonio. You're right. And I saw he was doing a walk. I joined in real quick. Gave the stream a like, listened to it for a little bit. and left to start the stream. Other than that, and good afternoon, Eric Sonder. I wasn't aware you'd be home now. Do you take off sick or something? Or are you skipping work, or are you listening while on break or something? Anyhow, so far this afternoon for me is going fairly well. I do have an appointment on Monday, yay, as well as Tuesday. And GMC, if you will put in the link to your channel, I would appreciate that. And yes, I can actually say I was the first member of the GMC's group. So I can honestly say that. Growing up, we used to think Star Trek Voyager was inferior to TOS, TNG, and DS9. Now it looks like a masterpiece compared to Picard and, yeah, STD. No, it's a PT day, okay. We're allowed to work from home. Cool. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're allowed to work from home today. So I can finally say I'm number one and legitimately be correct. And yes, please subscribe to Games, Movies, and Comics or Us. If you're so inclined, join as a member. Doesn't cost very much. You can join for only 99 cents. So, you can be cheap and join as a member. There are even bonuses if you do. Dragon Master 360 says his birthday was Tuesday. Well, you should have said something. It's Friday now. You're supposed to say that stuff. I haven't talked to you in a couple of days on what do you call it? Culture Casino's what is this thing? Gilded server. And Hector the Game Collector, how are you? Let's see here. One of your perks is you get to pick the next game I stream or movie Nigel reviews. What would be a good classic game to stream? I have to think about that. I could be mean and have Nigel do a really, really gnarly review. There was a movie I saw. I can't think of it but I saw the movie section at the store, and it was a movie starring Brie Larson. I should have written down the title. Have Nigel review that one. No, I'm not that mean. And I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Oh. And for some reason, I keep hearing something going on. Apparently, it's getting stupid notifications for everything right now. And let's see here now. Got a few things I see that are live. Most stuff is uploaded. And let's see here. Since people are here and it's subscriber only anyhow. How's my day been? Well, got a call from the doctor's office. I had an appointment scheduled for doing a virtual visit with my doctor on Tuesday afternoon, and got a call today saying that no, it can't be virtual. It has to be in person. So, yay. So, fortunately, I will be able to get in on Monday at a good time for me, at about the same time I would go in for wound care on Tuesday. So at least I don't have to remember the time. It's just go in at the same time. Just have to remember which place I'm going on which day. Is the link for donations? No. That's the StreamYard link. There's a link for donations in the chat, but or excuse me, in the description below, but I don't usually push that because that's up to the person that if they choose to give, that's fine. And I do want to point out that Resolute Germ is going for 300 subscribers. I would like his link is in the description below as well. Christian Fandom Geek is also going for 300 subscribers. We're trying to get them both there by April 1st. Right now, Resolute Germ is at 262 subscribers. So it's getting closer to becoming a reality. So he is currently 38 subscribers away. If I'm not mistaken, he was like 52 away when I originally started doing this. So getting somewhere. And I Love Food says, I'm in a good mood. I just heard about 2 separate jobs in different fields available for me if I want them. Wow. Cool. Question is, can you take them both? Wouldn't hurt. Of course, they're probably in 2 different locations, like vastly different places. And GMC says, oh, well, that would be funny to review a bad Brie Larson film. It is your choice as you joined as official GMC MVP. Do you honestly think I'm going to waste a good suggestion on that? Oh, good grief. And BK Dan says, yay, I'm going to see grandsons going tomorrow to see grandsons for lunch. That's cool. Hopefully things go well with you, BK Dan. And I hope that Bert is doing well. I know he was in the chat earlier, but I'm sure he's probably resting right now. So definitely going to be keeping him in mind as far as things are concerned. Let's see if I can. All right, link in to the group earlier, hoping that maybe some people can show up in the stream. Oh, I probably ought to put the StreamYard link in as well. There we go. Now, either way, people could either check out the StreamYard link, or if they can't join, at least they can watch what's going on. Because I posted both links in the in my group chat, which I do have a new group chat, thankfully. And so thank you, Shirley Will. Haven't seen them since December 24th. Wow, that's been a while. And hi, William. How are you today? Thank you, Hector, the game collector. And good afternoon, Low Specs Linux Laptop. How are you today? And what is going on with everyone? Just having a quiet afternoon here. Not expecting the kids back for a little bit because of school. Yay. But let's see here. Ow. And hello, Dave D Sound. What's going on? Let's see here now, huh? Okay. Okay. Just had to see something that was posted in the Gilded server. And Dave J. Sound said, so you were on, wife's about to get home from work. Instacart equals grocery delivery. Ah, okay, cool. Hopefully you get everything you ordered. see that hopefully, as I said, hopefully Bert is doing as well as he can and getting some rest. And I hope your wife is doing well. I know she's getting home from work, but hopefully she's had a good day at work. Anyhow, so what is everyone doing this afternoon? I know I'm relaxing right now, and Bert says, listening, thanks. And you're welcome, Dave G Sound. No problem. Yeah, take it easy, Bird. Relax, get some rest. Hopefully, Mama Praise able to get some rest as well. I know she's looking after you, so she's not going to rest much. I would suggest, if possible, call Camille just to give Mama Pray a little bit of a break. Just an idea. Hopefully you're doing okay. Oh, and of course I found out that the nurse I usually talk to at the doctor's office is retired, so I have to find a different nurse to talk to about stuff when I can't talk to the doctor. But hopefully everyone's doing well today. Anyone have any big weekend plans? No, I don't have any big weekend plans, but and happy day to you, Happy Dinosaur 8000. How are you today, my friend? Been a little bit since we talked. Yes, I'm doing okay. Thank you. Yeah, Bird of Prey 5 definitely needs a happy day. He needs to get better. Hopefully, can get in to see, or you can get the doctor in to see him, I should say. At least at one place. His old doctor is open on Saturday, so hopefully we'll be able to get a hold of that doctor. I wouldn't worry about that one. I haven't seen it, don't care to. Dragon Master 360 says, I'm planning on watching the first Matrix movie tomorrow. Cool, are you having a watch party? And Happy Dinosaur 8000 says, happy day to you, I love food. Ooh. Good afternoon.
Permission to come aboard, Captain.
Denied?
How's it going this evening?
All right. What about yourself?
Well, this morning, I didn't mention it, but my sciatic nerve was really bad. But I have this electrolysis machine I bought about
Yes.
10 years ago, and I decided to try it on the back of my leg and my glute to try and alleviate the sciatic nerve pain. And my wife wrapped a bandage around it on my leg to make sure it stayed in place. Did that for about 90 minutes, and oh God, I am not in pain anymore. which you and I are no stranger to pain. So when
Nope.
we get that relief, it's everything. So I know you, of all people, can appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely.
So, any plans for the weekend?
Uh, no, not really. Gonna probably find a movie or two to watch, and other than that, uh, no, nothing.
I think I think tonight I'm actually going to take up what, and I don't remember who exactly said it, but we were talking about psychological thrillers. We were talking about horror, and I think I'm actually going to look up that Autopsy of Jane Doe because that really sounded like a psychological thriller that would be up my alley.
Hmm. Let's
Just
see
the
here. Try.
idea. Well, the
Right.
idea of it being mainly three people and in an enclosed space and the feeling of claustrophobic, I'm like, I can definitely get behind that.
And Dragon Master 360 says, Nav wasn't really planning on a watch party, but that's an interesting idea. Thanks, Captain Trek. Well, I'd love to join in if you do. And good afternoon, Terry Rose. How are you? And goodbye. You,
Take
I
care. I
love
love
food.
food.
Have a good weekend, Eric.
If he's heard anything from the rest of us, he'll stay clear away from it.
I'm going to give you something I have not played for quite a while.
Like this?
Bitch! You know, it's interesting. There was a nitpicker thing I remember seeing that was like, wait a minute. Valeris vaporizes the pot, but the inside stay? Because if that had been the case in other disintegrations, it would have been a little disgusting.
This is true. And Eric Saunders says my first time being fired on. Yes. You're the one who suggested I watch Picard. I mean, come on. Really?
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm guessing that's a website where you can host watch parties.
I believe so.
You ever done a watch party yourself, Cap?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Thought about it. Actually, kind of have, but it wasn't really announced too much, so not that big a deal.
Well, if you did a watch party, what do you think would be the first movie you'd want to do?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about
I'm
you?
thinking. Oh, I'm thinking something kind of 80s, like maybe a Commando, maybe a Total Recall, Aliens. Something from that era. Maybe a T2. Something that would generally be like something people would want to watch. Something that we know is generally universally enjoyed.
You mean like A Christmas Story?
I hate you sometimes.
Uh huh.
Oh, Bird's got a good one there. Rocky. Yeah, that'd be definitely be a good one.
Yeah. That's definitely a good choice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Red Dawn would be another good one.
The original, please.
There is only one Red Dawn.
Thank you. There was
I'm
a
sorry,
pathetic
but you
attempt at
cannot.
a remake, but yeah.
Okay, well, they had the right idea with the Chinese, but then they switched it to North Koreans because they didn't want to offend the Chinese market. And I'm like, okay, you're so full of shit to think I'm going to believe that the North Koreans are going to be able to invade us. Sorry, I can only my military experience. I can only suspend my disbelief on military strategy so much,
Exactly.
and there's no damn way on earth North Korea could invade. And actually, if you remember in the original Red Dawn, one of the reasons why the Russians were able to invade the Soviet Union because NATO was dissolved. That was a key point in in the beginning of the movie. Is there's no NATO anymore? Because if NATO still existed, the other NATO countries would have been obligated under Title V to fight. But since there's no NATO, we were on our own. I know it's those crazy little details that our older movies actually paid attention to.
Let's see here.
I mean, Bert brings up a great point. I mean, think about Rocky. He even said, "It's not about winning or losing. I just want to go the distance." He wanted it. He did something nobody had ever done with um, Apollo's character. Apollo had never gone the distance with anyone, and even though Rocky lost, he still earned respect and admiration for what he did. So,
Well, the very fact that he lost was one of the I don't know. It was one of the aspects of uh, the movie I actually liked because everything you always had the hero winning, and this time he didn't. He lost.
but in his mind, he won because he did what he
Yeah.
set out to do. He set out to go the distance. He fought as hard as he could. He gave it his all. And when it's like, "Yo, Adrian," when he's like, "We did it," he's like, there ain't gonna, when Apollo says there ain't gonna be no rematch, he's like, "Don't want one." He was content with what had happened.
Yeah.
Win,
I mean,
lose, nothing.
even
Because
losing, he won.
exactly. Because he did what he set out to do, which was give the fight his all. And that's what he did. And
Yeah.
that was the thing, because Apollo thinks this is kind of a joke, and then he's like, when he's in his corner, the guy's like, "This guy doesn't think this is an exhibition. He thinks this is or he says something like, he doesn't think this is a joke. He thinks this is a fight." And then Apollo realizes he's really got to fight this guy, and he earns Apollo's respect. And I mean, when you think about it through the subsequent movies, him and Apollo become great friends through it. So yes, he lost, but he won. He lost the fight per se, but he won so much more.
Exactly.
So yeah, it tells a great story.
And Murder Prey 5 says to manufacture triumph.
That would be a great.
Bird.
That would actually Rocky would be a great movie to do a retrospective of.
Absolutely.
I like what Terry Rose just said. Yes, I would agree with that.
Lost the battle, but won the war.
I would agree with that. Losing the match was a small thing, but if you look at everything he gained afterwards, it makes total sense.
I didn't hear anybody comment on the to manufactured triumph. So did you get the reference?
I'm afraid I don't necessarily myself.
Okay, you are never allowed to watch DS9 again. Captain.
I don't understand what you mean by the reference.
That's the toast the Niners do after they lose the baseball game to the Vulcans, even though they just got one run to manufacture triumph.
I got you now. Okay, I got you now.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye, Bird.
I get where he's going there with that reference with the Vulcans and everybody else. They, it kind of humbled Cisco to being like, remember, this is supposed to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Why we play the Vulcans if it was supposed to be fun? Yeah, they're not exactly known for fun.
Well, the whole thing had to do with it was a rivalry between Captain Cisco and the Vulcan captain, and he took it too far, and his people had to remind him, hey, when he fired Rom, and it's kind of like, really.
And thank you for dropping by, Dragon Master. Always good to see you.
Ooh, I Love Food is back. Cooked up burgers. Ooh. Now I got to know, how are they cooked? How do you like your burger, Captain?
Grilled. Not overdone. Yeah.
I'm a medium rare guy myself.
Absolutely. Usually the burgers are usually done a little bit more than my liking, but
more medium.
Yeah, I would prefer a little less done, but oh well, 'tis life. So,
ooh, cast iron. You can't go wrong there.
Ooh, cast iron. Absolutely. I love cast iron skillets.
Yeah, we only have one in our house, but you couldn't get rid of it if we tried. It's a great cooking tool, and if need be, it's one hell of a blunt instrument.
That's why you need a second one. You need one that you don't actually use that you could use as a blunt instrument.
SCOTUS stuff.
I don't think I'd want to do
SCOTUS stuff, though. I don't know what the Supreme Court has to do with this.
That's exactly what he's doing. Wash my roommate's cast iron pan. Oh Lord. Really?
Please tell me you didn't put it in the dishwasher. I'm going to be honest, Cap. I made that mistake once.
Not a good thing to do. It was seasoned. Oh Lord. Which meant you had to re-season it, or they had to. Trust me, it's usually the other way around. Usually a woman's picking up the cast iron skillet, the man's going, how the hell do you lift this thing?
Yep.
Because they're expecting the normal pan to be light. As you can hear, the kids are now home. Yay.
Yeah, it's like I said in the chat earlier today. I was like, something Captain Trek is thinking about. Thank God spring break's almost over.
Usually, 6, usually you just rinse it out.
Yeah. I made the mistake one time.
And dry it well.
Oh, yeah. You want to make sure that thing is dry. I made the mistake one time, Cap, of actually putting the cast iron skillet in the washing machine. And yeah, let's just say that didn't work well for the pan or the rest of my stuff because there was rust everywhere. And I was like, my wife just, let's put it this way, Cap. My wife was looking at me and I just did this. Hung my head in shame. Hung my head in shame like I should have.
I hope she hit you hard.
Well, I cannot confirm nor deny that.
I hope so. Let's see here now. The watch party is scheduled for tomorrow. Cool.
What's the movie?
Oh, crap. Matrix.
The first one?
Yep.
Ooh, good choice.
And that's going to be at 6 p.m.
You know, if I could get it together, I'd love to do a watch party of classic like Universal monster movies. That would be fun.
6 says, my purse weighs more than a cast iron skillet.
That's a
Why
heavy
am I?
purse then.
Why am I not surprised, 6? I mean, the way you get the super chats for Midnight's Edge and every place else that you mod for, yeah, you would be carrying a big purse. So yeah, I'm not surprised by it.
I speak softly, but I carry a big purse.
Thank you, Bird. Thank you. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was trying to hurry. You're right. Let me take care of that immediately. Doing things wrong.
Oh yeah, I love food. I am very much classical monster movie, Universal. You name it, I've watched probably most of them and absolutely love them. My personal favorite, Cap, I never asked you, what is, when it comes to the Universal monster movies, do you have a particular favorite, like Dracula, Frankenstein, Mummy, one of the sequels, Wolfman? Do you have a particular favorite?
I can't say I have a particular favorite. I think part of that depends on what I'm in the mood for at the time.
I've always been when it comes to the Universals, Creature from the Black Lagoon always kind of was my favorite. I just was always amazed at the cinematography of it. Now, granted, at the time, I didn't know that all the monster things underwater were done in a pool, but still, the ability to put the camera down there, to have the monster do the swimming and everything, and do all that, I just found amazing as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking long before CGI ever was even a thought. We're talking about a guy in a monster suit with who's a swim guy and an air hose, and that's about it.
And yep.
I love food. I have a great story for you on that one. I was in a Best Buy one day about, oh God, 10 years ago in Florida. And I was walking by the DVD section and I saw Married with Children, the complete series, for $20. So I grabbed it. I still have it and I watch various episodes now and again. And yes, it was funny as a kid, but as an adult, it's even funnier.
Yeah. Let's see here now. First of all, I need to go. Friday. Friday. Thank you, Bird, for noticing. At least I got the date correct.
Terry Rose, yes, you are completely right. There were two suits, one for water, one for land. Two different actors in each suit. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was a heck of a feat. To Arabic Thunder, Invisible Man is universal, or it was at that time when the movie was made, because I have it. In fact, I watched an interesting thing about this because we talked about this in History of Film on my Sunday stream one time, and how they did this was they had the person, the actor, and everything else was blacked out. Like they put black drapes or something over to cover everything up. And then when they did the other scenes, they put the person in a black outfit, and that was how they were able to do the invisible scenes.
Huh. Wow.
There's more to it than what I'm saying. That's the simple version.
Right.
That's how they managed to pull that off. Was kind of like they kind of came up with the idea of green screen, or sorry, not green screen, blue screen before blue screen was invented.
Right.
And yeah, and they did an amazing job with it. I mean, you watch it now and you see the guy take the wrapping off his face and you see no face. It's like, what the hell? And you wonder, how were they able to, when you're looking at it from, a person in a 2024 perspective, or even when I was a kid in the 90s and we were seeing technology advance, you're like, how did they do that back then? That's what got me fascinated with those kind of things. It was like, how were they able to do that shit back then with the technology they had?
That's the thing that's missing in Hollywood now is creativity. Now it's just easy to fix it in post, and they can just CGI whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, but the problem with that is CGI is good. I have no problem with CGI, but you shouldn't be able to tell it's CGI now.
That's true.
Now, back in the 90s, early 2000s, when CGI was first really okay, let's take The Last Starfighter or Tron. Okay, those were advances in technology, but they don't necessarily hold up now because of where they were at the time. But the storyline is so good, it makes up for it. And you have to remember, hey, this was the era when this came out. This was the best they had, and they did the best with what they could. And
Oh,
if it wasn't for
absolutely.
this, and if it wasn't for those things like The Last Starfighter and Tron, you wouldn't have had things like The Matrix or Avatar or the CGI we have now.
No.
Also, if you didn't have things like Kong and stop motion animation, we wouldn't have gotten to go animation.
Absolutely. That was one of the things, stop motion animation was something that today is really downplayed because of how simplistic it is. But if it wasn't done that way, we wouldn't be where we are today.
See, that is
And
something.
it was painstaking.
Yes.
You look back now and it's simple, but no, it wasn't simple that back then.
No, you spent, what was it, 10, 20, 30 hours just to get a 30-second clip of movement. It was just a slight movement here, a shot here, a slight movement, another shot. It was painstaking. These people were dedicated to their craft. And I mean, I can't help but respect that. And people who downplay it, they don't know the level of what it took to get to that point. Stop motion animation is not an easy thing to do. It's very hard. It's very time. Well, okay, let's put it this way. Is it simple? Well, yeah, sure. You move a piece a certain way, you take a shot, you move a piece, you take another shot. Is it simple? Sure. Is it tedious? Yes. Is it hard work? Oh, hell yes. Because you got to be very careful of how you move things to get the shots to make it complete. And
I mean, it sounds a lot easier than it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, everything sounds easier until you actually do it. And then you're like, wow. For example, I apprenticed under my my stepfather back when I was 19 as a carpet installer. Or sorry, 18. And I saw what it took for him to put carpet in. And it depended on the place. Say it was a very hoity-toity house or a moderate income house, or it was a hotel. It depended on where the location was and what they wanted.
Right.
And it depended on the contract, depended on how we laid the carpet and the foundation and all that stuff, and depended on what type of
as you can tell, the kids are here.
Your sister would not like me.
No, she wouldn't. You're in good company, Captain Trek. Happy. Thank you, GMC. Always glad to have you here.
I think another lost art, Captain, that or not lost art, but one that I think sometimes doesn't get the respect it deserves, is the puppeteering.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah. That is definitely an art that I think some people take advantage of. Say, oh, that's simple. Okay. I would love to have someone say that's simple, hand them Kermit the Frog and say, all right, I want you to make him act like Kermit the Frog.
Exactly.
Can you make his body move like Kermit the Frog? That people will believe that's Kermit the Frog. Just because his face is there, but his body movements aren't going and he's not doing things that Kermit would do, we're going to know this person is full of shit.
Yeah. And even if they have the right sound of the voice, unless they have the movements right, you're not going to believe that it's really Kermit talking, because Kermit has a certain way of talking.
And he has a certain button. Well, I get where you're going there, but also, like all Muppets that we've seen, they have a certain body language that
Yep.
if it's thrown off, we're going to notice it. We're going to be like, wait a minute, Kermit wouldn't do that. That's not how Kermit moves. It's not how Kermit looks when he turns his head. What are you doing?
I normally don't get into politics, but
I could say so many things being a political guy, but I'm gonna let that one go and just enjoy the laugh.
I would, usually
Well,
that's
think
called
about
usually that's called fisting.
Well, think about like the never-ending story and the amazing amount of puppeteering, or Dark Crystal, the amazing puppeteering there, still holds up to this day. Farscape was very instrumental in being very heavy puppeteering.
As you can tell, things are getting a little hectic around here. We've been going for just about an hour. I'm sorry, Bert, I couldn't keep going longer, but I do want to thank everybody for joining me in the chat, and I do want to thank Grandpa Geek for joining me on the panel. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great evening, and I will see you later.